Hey, thank you so very much, you guys. Oh, that sun gone down. It's about the perfect tempi out here right now for my ginger self.
About some things I thought I'd never be think. Too many drugs dropped in my mouth and left for something new. I end up drink.
So,
very
easily quickly today, what I'm going to do is change out. My knees hurt. Help, I know. Free row. Marshall.
Now, how did you explode unstable? Briefcase on hold, the contract stayed down what you did. Ignore the phone on hold, but the door to wait for the next upgrade. Wanna taste like more before, or no, if I go, I'm happy to wait. This is your station, you're under no control. Broadcast for you to let go. This is your station, under no control.
Okay, I didn't realize. Oh, sorry about that. Let me get rid of that. I didn't realize that was still going. I apologize for that. I'm not a pro. Yeah. Thank you. My knees hurt. I'm totally amateur hour, and my director is he's been drinking a lot. Kind of like my camera guy. So, I've got a chopper in the neck. This is a chopper, DiMarzio chopper pickup. This is a Satch track, considered a neck position pickup, and I'm gonna put that in the neck. But what I'm gonna do is, I wanna try and do this swap as quickly as I can. So I'm not gonna talk a bunch today. I'm gonna record a little guitar riff with this neck pickup selected, full blast. Here's what it sounds like. Right, there it is. So I'm gonna record a little riff that's gonna be roughly maybe 15 seconds long. I'm sorry about the audio problem, you guys. It's just, I try walking on water and damn it, my ankles get wet. Okay. So I'm gonna record a little riff right here, and I'm gonna do this in Reaper, and I'm just gonna play something, and then I'll try and duplicate it after I swap the pickup out. So here we go. Okay, hang on just a moment. I recorded right over my drum track. I'm playing along with the drum track too, but you didn't hear that because, again, my director is very drunk right now.
That's not bass.
That's not him. Here we go. I don't like that riff. I'm gonna start over again. I did something wrong there. Here we go. I got to do something that I can actually play along with later, right? Sorry about that. I'm an amateur hour. so that's what this neck pickup sounds like.
Hey, Sparky.
Say again.
Hey, Sparky.
Oh, Sparky's here. So now I need to delete that, and I need to go to a different channel. Okay, so now we're gonna just yank this pickup out of here. I'm just gonna do this right here on my lap and try and do this as quickly as I can so that you aren't sitting around so we can hear the absolute, complete, total farce, and your pickups will make you sound different. I don't know if we're gonna hear any difference at all, so this is gonna be a really cool, kind of a cool test. That was, again, a chopper that I placed in the neck pickup position. And I just got to loosen my strings enough that I can get the pick guard up enough to get the new pickup in here. And I just had this pick guard off here the other day. And I believe that I don't have to rewire anything. I think we're pretty convinced that that's the case. Because these all have these beautiful self-wiring harnesses. You just plug them in. So any monkey that doesn't know how to solder can put pickups in their guitar, right? And make it easy. So if you don't know how to, you do have to solder them to this pickup selector switch, but it's only, this makes moving pickups around in a guitar kind of an easy process. And don't use power tools on guitars, only basses. Okay, and I just had this cover off of here the other day. Oops. That one's a bit of an angle here. My pick guard down there is cracked because some dork screwed the screw in too tight and broke the plastic. Y'all have seen that 1,000 times probably. Or at least once when you did it yourself. Okay, so
Yes.
no harness on this one, so I do have to rewire this pickup. So I am going to have to get out my soldering gun. So this is not going to be as fast as I thought. I was certain that that was a.
Yeah, I thought that was the middle one was.
It's not. It was in the other guitar.
Yeah.
So I just did some electronics work on both my guitars. So this is going to take a little longer than I thought, unfortunately, but it won't be too bad because. What's that?
You got your iron up there?
Yeah, I gotta go grab my my soldering gun. So let me set this down right here in my chair. I'm gonna hand that to my lovely assistant, Mark Tanner. Man, we were pretty dang certain that we wouldn't have to solder today, but we're gonna have to.
Must have been in the other one.
Yep, it totally was. So, DiMarzio makes pickups that you don't have to solder, at least not to the pickup. You can just plug them in, and that's kind of a nice option. But unfortunately, this one's so old that
Use wire nuts.
use wire nuts. Oh, well, I'll one up that. I'll use some electrical tape.
Yeah.
Electrical tape, and there is some actually. I think.
Yeah, there's a little bit there. In there, is it? Oh no.
No.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
There's a little bit of electrical tape. Now, here's the important thing about these DiMarzio. They do not. Actually, they do actually say this. But if you want to know how to plug this in, because it plugs in both directions, which is absolutely, utterly ignorant of DiMarzio to make it impossible. You can make it impossible to plug this thing upside down, right? But they don't, right? You have to make sure to look at the plastic or the cardboard wrapper, because they give you this beautiful instruction sheet for wiring this thing, and it doesn't say anywhere on this what direction to plug this in. And so there's a little arrow that goes in the number 5 position. So I assure you, I have just plugged that in the correct way. So it's not out of phase.
Show them where they put the instructions. So.
What's that?
John, where they actually put that information?
Yeah, that's here on the DiMarzio, something they could do to maybe make simpler for people. It shows you right here, up here, where how to make sure you plug it in correctly. Don't make that mistake, because I did yesterday. I thought, we can't go wrong. Well, you can't go wrong. And they were totally out of phase. It sounded really thin and ugly. It was a bad sounding pickup. So, all right, let's see. We're warming up. I gotta let my soldering gun get hot. Well, let me see that thing. I think I have to cut some shrink tubing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I'll wait to do that. So at this point, I can go ahead and put the pickup in here. And let's see, so it goes, I'm gonna make sure I put the pickup in here correctly. Marzio. Ooh. Oh man, I put a ding in my guitar. Oh, I put it upside down. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the old screws. I think somehow one of them vanished. Did you see it? Yeah. I just want to use these old screws because, but I am going to use the new springs that came with these pickups just because they're a little bit bigger and I like them like that. These kind of conical shaped springs. I like these. They make this job easier. But I'm gonna use these older screws just because they look older, right? I don't have these brand new screws on an old looking guitar.
Hey, Richard.
So I was hoping this would go a whole lot quicker than this, but unfortunately it was not in the cards. Now, when I put these springs, these conical shaped springs on here, I put the wide part down towards the pickup. I put the narrow part up towards where the pick guard is making, so they're in the guitar and they're up like this. That's how I do it. It doesn't matter, I don't think. Not one iota. And I'm almost there. I'm still waiting for my soldering gun to get hot enough to melt solder. It doesn't work real good when it's not hot enough. Come on. God. Come on. Now, I'm making this look really, really hard. This is really one of the easiest jobs ever. Okay, so now I also need to get a razor blade out to strip these wire. Oh wait, I got my wire strippers. I forgot I didn't take them back to work. And I always tell people, don't ever cut pickup wires, but in this case, I don't need that much wire on here. So I am gonna cut some off of here. And the likelihood of me actually ever taking this pickup out of this guitar is about 10 million to 1. I got to do this on enough other people's guitars that now okay. Now I do know that I have some shrink tubing here. Let me hand this back to you. Thank you. Because I threw some away yesterday. I think I did. I thought I might have an extra piece of shrink tubing in here that I needed for it. But I did not think of this. Not that I threw some in here, but we'll just use this. I will just use this. I should be able to shrink this down around it, at least to cover those two wires that I've got to solder together. All right, so, let me hand this back to you one more time. This was going to be like a 3-minute job, but no. It's turning into a big project. I hope everybody's doing good today. Hang on. dropping stuff. When I'm in a hurry, that's when it takes the longest to get something done. I'm just looking, making sure I didn't miss it. God, we've thrown away a lot of beer caps. All right. So here we go. I gotta go white and black together. This was supposed to only take 3 minutes, but I actually do have to wire this whole dang thing up. And I'm gonna do my best to not cut my finger. You can almost never do that without cutting your finger. So white and black get soldered together. And then I gotta resolder the green and the bare wire to the ground on this thing. So black and white get soldered together. I gotta do this first. I know I'm making this amateur hour guitar pickup swap. Okay, so I gotta solder that. Let's see if I can solder today. I think I can. I almost knocked all the screws for this on the floor. Almost can. There. Okay, that's soldered.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, man.
Okay, and then red. Let's see. So this one. Okay, so I gotta cut this loose. That's mess that I made. Oh boy. Boy, I did a good job on that.
Yeah, it looks well wrapped.
I'm not going to be able to redo this, so. I'm pulling the shrink tubing off of this that I used yesterday, 2 days, I don't know what it was, a couple days ago. But now I get to do it all over again. Okay, so this one. So it's red, so I got to go red to there. So I'm just going to pull these wires off kind of individually and solder them back on so I don't lose where I'm at. And that one came off nicely. Now I got to. I did not think I was going to have to solder today. That was, oh, this was going to be like a real quick little video and it turned into, here's how you put pickups in your, here's how you turn your Stratocaster into everything but a Stratocaster. Which I've heard that complaint. Why you do that with your Strat? Now it's not a Strat anymore. Okay.
Looks like a strap to me.
Yeah. They didn't have humbuckers when Strats were invented. I hate to tell you that. So there literally were not humbuckers. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. So this one, I gotta solder to this post. I'm gonna try and go through the, oh I couldn't have done that in a million years if I tried. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and poke this wire through. Oh, but this thing's already got a piece of wire. There we go, I got it. Oop. Ooh, that got hot. Oh, stop. And then I gotta get green and bare to ground, to earth. We'll call it earth. Okay, and then I gotta unsolder. So this earth, I gotta unsolder this other earth. we go. So I now have a, this is, I believe, a super distortion. It's either a super distortion or it's a PAF Pro, which I'm kind of leaning towards thinking it's a PAF Pro, but I don't remember. It's been long enough that.
Maybe put it in the mug when you're done.
What's that?
Use the mug as your iron stand.
I can't understand it. Oh.
Use the mug as your soldering iron stand.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll stick it in. Yeah, I won't hurt.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a good idea. I've never had to do that before. Actually, I have had to do that before. I just haven't done it.
Yeah. Stick a
Okay.
chunk of steel ball in the bottom of it, and you got everything.
Place to clean your gun at the same time. Okay, so almost done here, you guys. I thought this was going to be a whole lot quicker than it has been, but you know, again, if you're in a hurry, that's when everything will go the totally wrong direction, and it will take longer than it would if you were just taking your good old sweet time. Especially if your name is Marshall. That is 100% true. Okay, so I'm gonna solder this to ground. I know you can't see what I'm doing. This is terribly not nearly as exciting as my normal Welcome to the Bench shows or where I'm working at work, but there we go. So I've got that to earth. Okay, and then the only thing I have left to do now is to cover the exposed end of these bare wires that I had to solder together. You solder the black and white wires. The red is considered your hot wire, signal wire that goes to the pickup selector switch, and green and bare are your earth, at least for this type of setup. They're wired so that you can, if you need to, you can wire them out of phase or coil tap or coil split. I think it's pretty safe. We're there. Okay. Make sure they're all plugged in nice and solid. And we'll get my wires back. So I'm not really worried about making this look all pretty. It doesn't have to be, and most guitars look terrible in the inside anyway. Right?
Like the Fender we looked at yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it was worse than this. Far worse.
Right. Yeah.
I went into work yesterday just to kind of do, hopefully I was going to work on an amplifier, and had a client bring a brand new American-made Fender guitar in and making some noise, and we looked at the wiring in it, and it looked like spaghetti factory. It was terrible. Their wiring on that guitar was as bad as I think I've ever seen any amateur guitar repair tech do. It was really utterly awful. One piece of wire, there's always that one piece of wire that wants to go everywhere but where it should go. There we go. Look good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I got everything. Now I will have to adjust the pickup height a little bit. Oh crap, I just dropped it. Okay, so I will adjust the pickup height to have the same exact height as the chopper that was in here. So I'm going to get all these screws started, and then I'll run them in with a drill. And again, don't use drills. Oh, dang it. I got to do something twice here. I did this yesterday too. I forget that you got to stick the pick guard under the neck ring, or the edge of the neck. There we go. Okay. All right, so I know this is so exciting, right? But the cool part is going to be when we get to listen to what the two pickups in a matter of, you know, a few minutes sounds like. How long have we been working on this?
Nearly half an hour.
Half an hour? Or 20 minutes, something like that?
Actually, yeah, closer to 20.
So they're not too bad to swap out a pickup, even if you have to do some stuff twice. All right, we're almost there. I sure appreciate anybody hanging out with me today. I know there's like thousands of guitar guys out doing guitar repairs, and they're doing all their videos and stuff on YouTube, and there's so many people to watch now, which there always kind of have been. Not always, but boy, they sure have sprung up by the hundreds lately. Everybody's a guitar repair expert. Okay. That was already broken. That chuck isn't.
Yeah.
There's no way I could have
yeah.
broke that. So I'm gonna have to super glue my pick guard back on here because the tip of it just broke off. This was a used pick guard, and I love the green. What do they call it?
Mint. Is it mint green?
Mint green, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that looked a whole lot nicer than the white.
Yeah, it's not so stark.
The white one that was originally on this, but
Just super glue.
let's see.
Thought we put it down.
CA glue.
Yeah.
It's in that top drawer right there. And the jar it should be standing up over on the right hand side. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. So I gotta do it, you guys. Gotta put a little CA glue on here, and I'm gonna try and glue it back together again, but I'm also probably gonna glue it to the top of the guitar.
It won't come off then.
Yeah, it won't come off, and it can't really break much worse. This is something that really bugs me. And the pick guard was kind of, ultimately, it was just a spare pick guard. But also the CA glue is really, really hard because the bottle's been open because they haven't figured out how to make a lid for a bottle of CA glue that doesn't stick. The CA glue doesn't stick to. Spot right there. I mean that's asking way too much. There we go. That looks pretty good. It's got a crack, but that's the way we gotta. And the holes don't necessarily line up perfectly, so in fact I'm gonna go lightly with this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I took my hardener back. Oh
yeah,
no. There it is.
Oh, is that your activator? Okay. It's just that said guitar honey on it. So.
Yeah, we have, this is neck treatment. It really helps CA glue harden quickly. All right. So now I've fixed a couple things and changed one major thing, which is this pickup. So now I've got to tune this back up. It's plugged in. I'm going to go to the bridge pickup just so I can hear myself tune this thing. I'm going to go to a clean channel. And this guitar is tuned to E flat, so I probably won't be anywhere close to being in tune when I get this all done. But I don't tune to E flat very often, but. My intervals still work though. That's a perfect fourth. Pretty close. close enough. We'll put a tuner on this and get it. You're not going to hear the neck pickup until I record with it. And then we'll compare the two. My intervals are working pretty good still.
Yeah.
With this new C&G with this new C&G, my strings haven't really dug into the saddles yet, so I've got to make sure the string spacing is right. It's just kind of like something I got to do every time I put strings on this. So I'm going to tune this up real quick. And again, I'm just using the bridge pickup right now because, boy, I was,
Close, man.
That's how close I was. I'm about a quarter of a cent away from being perfectly in tune by doing that by ear. And this one I'm minus 7 cents from being in tune to E flat. So my ears memory, my hearing relative pitch is still doing pretty good. That makes me feel good. I can't hear anything, but my pitch is good. Okay, we got to stretch these out. This will take a little bit. I gotta stretch them out. And this guitar, now I love the way it looks. That's pretty neat. It looks a little more uniform now with having 3 cream colored pickups. These pickups are cream, is what they call them, is cream colored. And I thought they fit the decor of this guitar pretty well.
Nice match with the body color.
Yeah. Oh, pretty close. Some call it bone, I think. But
Yeah, it's got that ivory.
yeah, this was, it used to be lacquered like a shiny white, not Olympic white, but I sanded the finish down on this thing with some 400 grit, I think, and roughed it up, made it look kind of flat, which I like that a lot better than the shiny fingerprint look. You got a shiny guitar, you got fingerprints. Not a fan. Most of my guitars just have no real good. They're pretty fucked up. Well, I got a few gloss.
Yeah.
I got a few gloss finish guitars, but the ones I use live are all pretty ugly. Not really on purpose. It's just what I ended up with. Although I did mess this one up totally on purpose. But it almost matches my old one. All right, we're getting close. I got to take the time to do this because I'm going to have to play a little bit today also. So I want to get these strings really well stretched. So I know this is terribly exciting to watch and listen to. But, and forgive me if I haven't commented or read any of the chat because I'm trying to be as quick as I can. I was trying to do this as quickly as I could so you could hear a really quick difference of tone, but or hear the exact same tone with 2 different pickups, which is kind of what I'm expecting. I don't know. We're almost there, you guys. So we're gonna listen. We'll listen to my original recording, and then I'll re-record it with this pickup. And I have not heard what this pickup sounds like, but I also have to adjust the pickup height on this. And on this guitar, I have a way of doing it that I don't have to measure anything. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody this. Don't tell anybody this secret. So it was a little bit too close to the strings right there. Oh, and this one is too. There we go.
Yeah, top side of your bridge pickup.
There we go.
see what you're doing.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a quick pickup height adjustment.
I like your technique.
Mm-hmm. And just so everybody's very well aware that if I need to cut a piece of 4-inch copper, I will cut that thing without a tape measure and it will be within a 32nd of an inch. And I could cut 50 of them and they will all be within a 32nd of a 4-inch piece. I just plumbed thousands of houses, so I got really good at it. So my eye for measuring is pretty darn good. All right, so let's listen. I'm not going to play this thing. I'm on the same patch and volume is off. So let's listen to the original pickup. Here we go. Okay, let's listen one more time. Okay, here we go. I'm going to record that exact same guitar part with this guitar and we'll see what happens here. I got to mute the original track. Here we go. Let's see what the big difference is. Here we go. First time ever. Okay, hold on.
Did you change the middle or neck?
It sounded like my, let me delete that. What the fuck just happened here? Did I tune this guitar incorrectly? Huh. I wonder if I tuned one of... G, oh, that's what it is. This needs to be A flat. I wasn't that close, I guess. I tuned it incorrectly. Amateur hour, man. Okay, we're almost
At least
ready.
it's at home, man. Yeah.
What's that?
At least it's at home.
Home?
Not on stage.
Yeah. I'm glad I did that here, not Friday, Saturday night.
All right, yeah.
All right, let's try this again. I'm not perfectly in tune, but that's great. Here we go. It definitely sounds different. Okay, now I played a different, slightly different piece of music right there, but let's see what this sounds. What I'll try and do is bounce back and forth between the two pickups. Here we go. This is this pickup. That's the other pickup. This is the new pickup. It definitely sounds different. So I was just kind of switching back and forth between the two pickups, and I realized that I'm not doing a very good job of explaining which pickup is which, and I should have played the exact same thing twice. So
Close enough. Though.
yeah, let me do this. I want to take this opportunity to redo my guitar part. I don't know how I fucked that up, but I managed to. Here we go. Oh wait, I gotta push record, delete. Yeah, I have to arm this track. Here we go. And also, the guitar tone that I'm playing through right now is the typical tone that I have when I play with my band Some People. This is the guitar sound that I use, so I'm very used to hearing this. Now, we'll save that because I did play it exactly like I did the first time. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So let's do this. So here is the recording, this track, let's see, what is it? Number 3. This is the new pickup, new, right? And I got it titled new. We'll make it a really pretty color so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Set tracks to custom color. So this one, the new pickup is going to be, let's make it red just because red's pretty badass. And then we'll make this old pickup, let's make it pink because it's an old pickup. That makes sense. So I'll flip between these two and you can see what the difference is. This is the new pickup. Can I have them both in here at the same time? Wow. You know, and another thing that I'm kind of looking at here is the volume just in the appearance of the wave file. Yeah. So I'm gonna make these the exact same size so you can see if one's actually a little bit hotter than the other. And we're looking at this pink. These two tracks right here.
I noticed the upper mids in the new one.
The upper mids.
Bit more of them.
Yeah, and you know what else we can do is we can put an EQ and see visually. Don't mix with your eyes. Mm-hmm. That's what they always tell me. So that's the old, and I'm going to put an EQ on both of these, and we can see how different they are. So the new pickup is on the right on the EQ, and I'm going to get rid of my face on that. So now you can see, sorry, my ugly mug was on there. So this is our new or our old pickup. It says old up here, and then this is our new pickup. So let's see what they look like. Okay, so What have we proven today?
Pickups do make a difference.
They do. However, in a mix,
Yeah.
if that was in a mix and both pickups were used, there is no way any living human being would be able to tell that the pickup was changed.
Yeah.
I think that there. Oh, thank you. Unplug this and let it. So let's go back to this. So, I mean, there's not a big difference between those. This thing still, it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, you can hear the difference, but and
It's-
I do like the sound of the new one.
Yeah. And I think it has a little more, like you said, upper mids. Like there's a little kick in that that's brighter.
It wasn't drastically different, the
No.
slopes, but you could see there's just that little bit.
And it might be that the other pickup actually had more low end in it. So it might, because it seems like the volume is pretty similar. So the other pickup might have had a little less or a little more low end in it, which would make this one's less low end would make it sound like it's got a bit more maybe upper mids. It's an illusion, I suppose. But I don't think this has really proven anything aside from Glenn Fricker's pretty fucking right. That the pickups aren't, most of your tone is actually in the pickup, is in the speaker.
And the mix.
Yeah, I mean, if this was an active pickup, it would certainly sound different. But just in a few minutes, about less than an hour, I've gone through this whole process and recorded and done all that stuff. And it really, I mean, and I love the way it feels great. And so one other thing I want to do, let's see, I have one with no IRs. I thought I had one with IRs in it. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go to a different track here, or a different guitar tone, because I'm gonna be playing a gig with a different band, and this is the tone that I'm gonna be using with the other band. And so famously, let's see. This terribly, but there's some Stevie Ray Vaughan tone with the neck pickup, and then there's always let's see. Okay, I have an appointment, probably reminding me that I have band practice tonight. Oh yeah, I've already taken care of all of that. So it sounds like a neck pickup in a Strat. I like it.
Me too.
And I'm a huge fan of Joe Satriani. Thus, I think my choice in this pickup, because I've heard it used on many of his recordings, and I really enjoy his neck tone. It's just, and in fact, I think one of his most famous songs that I just absolutely love. Let me see if I can. I don't know how well I can play this. I haven't played it for a long time. I don't play much Joe Satriani because out of respect, I don't want to fuck up one of his songs. And I like he's one of the greatest. So really happy with this thing. I think it's working fine. And the guitar looks the appearance of it looks really nice. I think that was a good choice. And with respect to humbuckers and a Strat, which I've heard so many, usually old guys, talk about putting humbuckers and Strats. No, it's not a Strat anymore. Well, there's this little thing called distortion that sounds shitty when you play single coils through distortion. It really does. We listened to it on Jimi Hendrix's tones, you know, and about as high gain as he got would be about the patch that I have right here. Right, that's about as heavy of distortion as Hendrix could have ever gotten, you know. And the bridge pickup, you know, and with the Strat, it's noisy. And with the tones that I use in my band, if these were single coil pickups, this would be an absolute utter nightmare of noise. It would be awful. So thus I use humbuckers in this because I think it's a professional thing to do, because an audience doesn't have to sit there and listen to, and keep in mind my volume is dimed right now. It is as loud as it can be. Dimed. No. My guitar is almost silent. I have no noise gate on it either. None. So, you know, thus I like to use the humbuckers. Now, what I've done on my other Strat, as many of you know that watch my channel, I have a coil split. So not a coil tap, it's a coil split. So I've got the same basically the same pickups in that guitar, but I pull up on the tone pot, and now they're single coils. So, and it is definitely noisier. So thus my love of putting these hot rails, because I love the way, or hot rails, I guess, the rails. I love the way they sound and they feel, and I love the look of a Strat, and I think that it does justice. And I think if Leo Fender were here, he'd be proud of me.
Yeah, it's a real good compromise.
Yeah.
The quality of the humbucker and fits in the hole that's already there.
Yeah. And the only one I had any trouble getting in the hole was on that other one that was
buckled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but I'm gonna grab, so here's the pickup configuration now on this guitar is a chopper, two of them, and then a Satch track neck pickup. And that's considered a neck pickup. So, and thank you. In this one, I have a chopper here, I believe a super distortion, and a chopper in the neck. And don't drop your pick on the floor because they vanish into infinity, which just literally happened. It is fucking gone. I think that's it. But it fell someplace that if you tried to put that pick there by throwing it, you never.
It was behind something.
Yeah, it's literally under a foot pedal right now.
Yeah.
Literally. So chopper in the bridge on this one, and a chopper in the bridge on that white Strat. So that's the bridge pickup. So let's do just a quick comparison. So there's that one. I got Mark here, so we can do this kind of quick. And it should be very similar tones here. I'm virtually identical. What's that?
A little bit brighter, I think.
Yeah, this might be brighter and actually louder, but also I've done the pickup adjustment without measuring, and so I'm looking at how close the pickups are, because if the pickup gets closer to the strings, it will get brighter. It sounds louder. It's not. It's brighter, and so putting your, you can get a pretty bright. Boy, there's. I got a pretty good eye, huh? So let's listen to this one more real quick. Just this is bridge pickup. All right. I think
it's different, but it's.
Yeah. And it's the pickups were made on different days of the week. I think that's part of it. Now, another thing that I did with this, this is my favorite #1 Strat for obvious reasons, but the pick guard was bent. It had the classic. They get hot or whatever. They mold and they get these bows in them. And this one, there's other reasons that this one had that going on. One of the reasons was that it was hitting the new bridge that I have on this guitar over here, and it had a big old hump in between the pick guard and the first pick, or I'm sorry, the bridge and this first pickup. This part had a big old bow in it, like whoop. So I took an iron and I put it on my ironing board that folds down out of my wall here. It's kind of neat. And I heated it up and flattened it out with an old computer. Thank you, Jamprosound, by the way. And it did its job, and it flattened it out. So now I was able to really adjust this pickup, because it was so tilted and pinched in the hole that I couldn't really get it where I wanted. It wasn't sitting level. And I used it for that like that for years. And it's the shoekeeper's children is what I like to call it, where, I work on everybody else's guitar and kind of ignore my own. But this time, I thought, let's do it right. So I've also done a little bit of other repairs to the pick guard, because this thing's priceless to me. It's ugly and it's in 6 different pieces almost, but it's just.
It goes with the rest of the guitar.
Yeah. And I got asked once again at a show last Friday, is that thing camouflage?
Yeah.
Because it kind of, if you look at it, it might give you the appearance of it being camouflage, but it's not. And so I got to talk about the finish on this thing once again.
I love it. Looks like you've been chewing on it.
Yeah. And there's some weird shit in this. It's like metal on this. I have no idea. It's like solder drips, and this has been like this since about 1984.
What was this bit?
My understanding, this is a 1900 Indian head tail or penny.
Yeah.
1900 silver dollar. I don't know if it's a silver dollar or a 50-cent piece, and a $1900 bill here.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
That's the rumor has it that they're all from 1900. And the guy that did this with this guitar is that type of mind, where he's very thoughtful about stuff like that, and it all has a significance. If you guys had met Steve Kairos, I wish you could have. Some of you may have, but anyway. So I think my work here is done. So I got tonight for us, ultimately, Mark's going to join me at my rehearsal tonight with the band. So he's going to get to hear me play fucking Sweet Home Alabama. Sorry, but that's cool. It's a song they like to play. So And also, we're in a small town America, so that's the only song anybody knows. So I'm making so fun of my home, but it's kind of funny that that's kind of the truth, ultimately kind of the truth. Yeah, so we got band practice night, and then we might go to the open mic if I can get done with rehearsal quickly enough. We'll go to the open mic and maybe perform a song or two, or just watch and drink some beer. Probably most importantly, have a beer or two. We'll see what happens.
It's getting hot out there.
Yeah, it's definitely getting warm. Now, we weren't really. I didn't really think about this prior to doing this live stream, but you feel like singing? You think you could do it?
I can try.
You want to try it? Let's try this. Now, I know there ain't a bunch of people here, but Mark and I have done music together for 10 or 12 fucking years. And in the recent week, we've been able to actually sing some songs, play some songs together that we've only ever been able to record together, and it's really a beautiful thing to be able to sit in the same room. And I think it's kind of somewhat, I think for Mark, it might be a bit of a newer experience, being able to just sit and wing a song, like sitting around.
I've never performed. So.
Yeah, this never performed live like that, aside from choir or choral.
Yeah, back in high school.
So I've retuned my guitar. Let me. I gotta cross tune this thing. I thought this thing was tuned.
Yeah.
For that, but let me retune my instrument here. It's tuning is to open G. Definitely warming up.
Leaves are on the ground. Fall has come. Blue skies turning gray. Like my love.
I went too soon.
Yeah.
See, practice makes perfect. Wait, no, practice just makes you play a song right.
We got two.
We have
of
two
those
of them.
Yeah.
See, we haven't played this song together once.
Yeah.
We'll try that again. Sorry.
Two. Yeah.
We're real.
Leaves are on the ground. Fall has come. Blue skies turning gray. Like my love. I tried to carry you and make you whole, but it was never watch over you when I'm gone. You say you care for me, but hide it well. How can you love someone but not yourself? Who is gonna save you when I'm gone? And who watch over you when I'm gone? And when I'm gone, who'll break your fall? Who will you blame? I can't go on, let you lose it all. It's more than I can take. Who'll ease your pain? Ease your pain. I'll give you strength when you're not strong. Snow is on the ground. Winter's come. You long to hear my voice, but I'm long gone.
It's been a long time coming to get to do that in front of anybody. So,
First time I've ever done that kind of publicly too. Yeah. Okay.
well,
You burst my cherry, man.
right. And it's been fun to have with Mark being here. We haven't done a whole lot of like gallivanting around the country or traveling or doing anything. We've been looking for vehicles and going out and having lunch and walking down to the smoke shop and sitting here playing guitar.
I'm not here to be a tourist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drinking a glass of wine and just having a good old time. We've been eating like kings. It's been really fun. Mark cooked me lobster tails the other night. And oh my God. We're going to have to do that again, I hope, soon. If not, I'm definitely going to be doing that more often here. But
You can go for a ride down to Safeway.
right, we might need to do that. So I think with that, you guys, we're going to go ahead and hang it up today. So
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
yeah, thanks for hanging with us today, you guys. And hopefully that pickup swap might have found that a little bit interesting. I don't know. And thanks everybody for being here. You know, if you hit the thumbs up, it really does help to generate some revenue for my channel. And it definitely helps get my information and my contents out to more people. So hit the thumbs up if you like what you saw. If you don't, that's fine too. Hit the thumbs down. Any interaction is good interaction. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the memberships. Those of you guys who are my members. Steve, the Powder Pedal Room. Hey, brother. Independent. Hello. Mike Shanner.
Mikey.
Hey, forgive me. I didn't say hi to everybody.
I think I got just about everybody there.
Yeah. Francis, dude, it's so great to see you. Holy smokes. And Snooks was here. Oh, Mark Tanner was here. Dude, how's it going?
Yeah. Good to
And Locke, oh, hey man, that guitar sounds awesome. So thanks for being here with us, you guys. And we'll probably do another live stream before it's all off to other places. So thank you for hanging with us today.
Take care, folks.